हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं क्लास 9th का चैप्टर मोशन. इट इज़ द टॉपिक ऑफ योर फिजिक्स पोर्शन एंड आई वांट एवरीवन टू get ready with your notebooks, pencil, pen and this video lesson. Okay, now we will be discussing about the motion. What is motion? Very simple question and very simple answer also. Before studying motion, let's discuss about the two terms rest and motion. What do you mean by the term rest and what do you mean by the term motion? See, if I am standing over here and it is at the time say 6 o'clock and if the time goes to the 6:10 and I am still standing here, my position is not changing with respect to time, so it is said to be in the position of rest. 6 o'clock पे मैं यहाँ खड़ी हूँ and if it goes like 6:10 and still I am standing here only, my position is not changing with respect to time and this condition is said to be in the position of rest. And if at 6 o'clock I am here and I will start moving this and then this and I am continuously changing my position, so this condition is known as what? Motion condition. So हम क्या definition frame करें? When an object does not change its position, when an object does not change its position with respect to time, when an object does not change its position with respect to time, this term with respect to, you can write it in this form also, WRT, with respect to time, it is said to be in rest position. It is said to be in rest position. Okay, so what is rest position? When an object does not change its position with respect to time. Now what is motion? When an object changes its position with respect to time. When an object changes its position, when an object changes its position with respect to time, changes its position with respect to, WRT का क्या मतलब है? With respect to time, it is said to be in the position of motion. It is said to be in motion. In motion. Okay. So these are the definitions of the term rest and motion. See students, rest and motion both are relative terms. Now what do you mean by the relative term? See, when you are sitting in a bus and your mom is standing outside and waving you by, for your mom your position is changing continuously because you are moving. But if you see the definition of rest is your position, you are sitting on a chair in the bus, in your place, is your position changes with respect to the bus? No, you are still sitting over there only. With respect to your friend who is sitting next by you, no, your position is not changing. So for your mom you are in a position of motion, but for your friend who is sitting next to you, you are in a position of what? Rest position. Okay, so these two terms are what? Relative one. Okay, we'll take one more example. You are waving your hands to your mom and moving in a bus, or when we move in a train, say. So we see that the train, when we see outside from the train, the houses, the trees, the buildings, they all are in position of rest. But we found them moving. Yes or no? Yes, we found them moving. So what are these? हम ट्रेन में हम बैठे हैं, हम मूव कर रहे हैं, बट जो बाहर से ट्रीज है, बिल्डिंग्स है, वी फील दैम दैट दे आर आल्सो मूविंग इन एन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. What is this? These two terms are the relative one. These two or many more examples shows that the motion and rest, both these terms are not absolute. These are the relative terms. Okay. So now the next topic is physical quantities. what do you mean by the term physical quantities? See students, physical quantities means the things which can be measured. Physical quantities, the things which can be measured. Like there are two kinds of physical quantity, scalar and vector. This is very important. Those students who want to have science as a subject, choice of subject in their class 11th and 12th, they have to start focusing from today's lesson only, because this is the base of your physics. Okay, so scalar quantity. What are scalar quantities? Those quantities which have only magnitude and no direction. Those quantities which have only magnitude and no direction. Magnitude and no direction are called scalar quantities, and no direction are called scalar quantities. कोई direction नहीं है, only magnitude is given. Now what is magnitude? Magnitude is the numerical value plus unit. Suppose I write 50 Newton. So 50 is the numerical value and Newton, as we know, is the unit. These two terms collectively is called magnitude. So any quantity which have only magnitude and no direction are known as what? Scalar quantity. And vector which have both magnitude and direction, are called vector quantities. Now coming to the example. In scalar quantities, the example is speed, okay, distance, mass. These are the example of scalar quantities. Time. In defining time, we do not need any direction. We never say that 6 hours in south. ऐसा नहीं बोलते ना. So we do not use direction while explaining time. So time is what kind of quantity? It is a scalar quantity. Now you will ask me, ma'am, how the speed, distance and mass are the scalar one. You will later know it. First just learn the things that speed, distance and mass are the scalar quantities. Mass I can explain you right now, because we had studied the chapter 1 of the chemistry, in which what is mass, what is matter, anything which occupies space and have mass is known as matter. So there no comes the there's nothing comes like direction. Direction का तो कोई बात ही नहीं है. तो mass is a scalar quantity. Now coming to the vector quantities, velocity, okay, displacement, acceleration, force. These are the example of vector quantities. These three you just wait for a while. We'll discuss about the force. Yes, force is a vector quantity. How? We used to say upward force, downward force. So we are showing what? Direction. So force is a vector quantity. But you'll ask me about velocity, displacement and acceleration. As we'll move forward in this chapter, we'll be discussing about the distance and displacement, speed and velocity and acceleration. And you'll come to know why these units are, why these physical quantities are scalar or the vector. In this video lesson, we had discussed about the scalar and the vector quantities only. In the next lesson, in the next topic, we will be discussing about the distance and displacement along with their numericals.